Hey, what's up everybody? This is Cody, and I'm just going to do a quick tutorial, kind of a how-to video on how to apply the amazing goop, which is this stuff right here. You can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot. I got this actually at, I think my wife went to, I think it was Joann's or something, some kind of artsy-fartsy place. Hobby Lobby, I think, has it as well. Basically, it's just a all-purpose glue, but it's a really flexible glue. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply it to this plane. A couple of reasons. And this is really, really durable. I mean, it's EPO, so you can see it's completely flexible. But I want to make it even more durable. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and line it on, put a good coat on the leading edge of the wings and underneath. We'll take a credit card, or a good thick card, and we'll smooth it out. Another reason is here, as you can see in the bottom, this is a weak spot on the plane. I found out the battery tray here. There's not a whole lot there holding it all together, so it just kind of snapped off. I haven't even crashed it. I just landed it kind of hard, I think. So we're going to take some toothpicks. We'll shove them in there, and give it a little bit of strength. And we'll probably may even do some on the back side as well. But we'll add some of the amazing goop in there as well to hold it all together, and it should never break again. So let's get to it. Alright everybody, we're going to go ahead and start putting it on the actual plane, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this amazing goop stuff. You'll want to puncture it with the cap, and it already starts oozing out everywhere. Okay, so what I do is I go ahead and apply just a good thin coat. You just want to basically squeeze, and like I said, I'm doing mainly the leading edge, so we'll go ahead and just lay it out like that. And make sure you set it on a paper towel. You don't want to get it on anything. And then you just kind of start spreading it out. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, so there, like I say, just keep spreading it out, and kind of hold it up to the light, kind of see where the glue has actually gotten to, and make sure you're good. And like I said, just keep smoothing. Now this stuff does settle up pretty quick. It's just like any other glue, pretty much. Like I said, keep smoothing it out, make sure you got it everywhere. If you missed a spot, go ahead and give it just a dab more, just like that, and we'll go ahead and smooth that out. Alright, now the edge is one portion I'm going to give a little bit more, just to make sure we got it on the edges real good. And let's see here. Alright, so now we're going to flip the plane over, and we're going to do the other side as well. Now this side, you might want to actually hold it, because you don't want to go ahead and get the glue everywhere. So let's set it down right there. We'll go ahead and apply another coat, like I said. Just like that. And let's see. Go ahead and start just coating it. Alright. So again, make sure you go back over it again. And what this is for is mainly for EPP planes. I use this for EPP. It makes them extremely, extremely durable, and you pretty much never have to worry about it again, at least for the wings and such. And I'm just trying to smooth it out, make it pretty. Let's see. Make sure I'm showing you guys everything I'm doing. This isn't a really good angle, so I do apologize for the video quality here. But I looked around and I saw that no one really has done this yet on the YouTube. So I'm going to do the edge right here as well. I'm going to leave the actual flaps alone, but I'm going to go ahead and do the edges. Just put a little coat there, and we'll just smooth that out. And what this is basically doing, it's just making the plane even more durable and even more flexible before the actual foam breaks. So we're going to go ahead and do both wings real quick, like I said. And I'll go ahead and do, let's do the bottom side on this other wing, if I can get around to it, show you guys. And we'll also show you how to fix that one portion I was telling you guys about earlier. So we're going to keep laying it down, keep applying pressure as we go ahead and spread it all throughout the whole wing. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to start spreading it. We'll spread it all the way across, just like that. And then you'll want to go ahead and again start kind of feeding it, but you want to feed it onto the actual leading edge of the wing. So we keep doing that. And again, what we're doing is we're just kind of basically applying this until we just get a good even coat. I'm going to add a little bit more right there in the middle. Alright, so, and we'll go ahead and just feed that onto the bottom portion. We're going to do that as well here in a little bit. So again, just kind of smooth everything out again. Go ahead and do the other side as well, even though I know it's starting to dry over there. Alright, so now we're going to flip it over. We'll do the top side. And let's see. I want to say this bottle of Goop right here was like $3 maybe. $3 at most. It's well worth when you spend $50 on a plane. I would say that. So keep spreading it all the way out. I've had this plane for, I don't know, a couple months now, and I haven't had really any issues with it, other than I did do a really good landing the other day, like I was explaining earlier, and that did snap the bottom. It's like pretty much the weakest part of this plane, the part that meets the battery, basically, to where the motor and everything connects. Give me just 1 second here. Again, just trying to smooth everything out, make it look all pretty. And go ahead and smooth that out as well. Now once this dries completely, I would give it at least, you know, I don't know, a day. You know, give it a full day to dry up. And then you'll see a huge difference in the actual, you know, quality and everything as to how this is going to look, as well as it just makes it extremely durable, like I said before, like 100 times. So basically just keep spreading this around until you get everything kind of smoothed out. We just keep doing that. Everything looks pretty good over here. I'm going to go and do this side, like I said, like I did on the other side. Let's go ahead and put some more glue on it. Alright, that should be enough. And again, I mean, if you guys can zoom in or not, let me go ahead and pick up the camera and show you as to how much actual glue I'm putting on this. I mean, it's quite a bit. Like I said, I'm copious amounts of glue here. So you're just kind of layering it. As you can see, you see the shine of it. Now, you'll get all the little dingleberries off at the end, but, you know, it's going to look fine, especially when it's done. So, there's that. Let me go ahead and set the camera back down. Alright, there we go. And let's go ahead and layer this real quick, as we were. Again, you want to be careful not to glue up your hinge, so don't go crazy on your hinges. Actually, don't even get near it with the glue. Just try to get the edges there. So that's just to try to make them more flexible, so that way if you did hit or do a barrel roll, or excuse me, a cartwheel rather, that's where, you know, this will flex instead of just chip off the foam. So that's the main key there. So you were talking about those little dingleberries here at the top. We'll just kind of lightly try to get some of that off. Let's see. There we go. And it just kind of flaked off. As you can see, just a little piece there. So we'll go ahead and set that on your paper towel. I can get it off my finger. There we go. And let's see. If I can pick off any more of it. A little bit more. And, you know, some people might want to wear a mask of some sort. If you're indoors like I am, this stuff is pretty smelly. It's really strong stuff. So you want to be careful, you know, not to inhale a whole bunch of it, because it can, you know, I'm sure somehow, it can mess you up pretty good. So just be aware of that. And again, I'm just kind of going back over it again, making sure I got a good amount of glue on it on both sides. And again, you can just hold it up to the light, kind of see how it's been done. So one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch of glue to this bottom portion down here that I was telling you about. As you can see, it has been broken. So we're going to take a couple of toothpicks I have, and we'll just get some to match the color somewhat of the actual plane. Let's see, what do we want to do? Yellow. I think yellow matches well. You can't see that very well, you know. So let's do that. Do a couple of yellows, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just shove these. This is what I do, is basically I just kind of shove them into the foam, the broken pieces of the foam, and we'll go ahead and match it all up. So let's see here. So just shoving that in there. I'm going to keep pushing until I get it almost all the way in completely, and then after that we'll go ahead and start pulling it back. Let's see here. As you can see, like there's a sharp point. There's a sharp point. I'll pick it up real quick and show you. I mean, there's basically a sharp point of the. There we go. Of that, so it helps, you know, just reinforce it basically a little bit. So we'll spread that out and go ahead and add the glue. Give me just 1 second, and I'll do that. I think add my other toothpick real quick. And again, why we're doing this is it's just extra. I mean, it's not something you have to do, but it helps. So you might as well do something if it's going to help you. So let's add the glue, and I'm going to add it on the inside here. And just shove that together, just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and also take this glue and run it down the whole bottom of the front here, because that takes a lot of the main part of basically all this. Whenever you land, is basically all right here on that nose. So we're going to go ahead and just layer that up with some glue, some goop, and that's going to help a lot, especially with landings and things like that. You shouldn't be breaking anything after this point. Alright, so again, we're just spreading it out, giving it, you know, making it smooth and even. And let's see here, make sure I got the blunt of everything here, make sure I got every part of it. And it's already starting to dry. This stuff settles pretty quick. I was told it didn't settle that quick at all, but after using it, I can tell you it really does. It settles pretty quick, so you want to make sure you get it on and start spreading it immediately. I wouldn't walk away for 5 minutes and come back, because it's going to be very difficult. So let's see here. And we're almost done, so I'm just kind of, again, spreading the glue out, make sure everything is smooth and even, and we should be pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down, and we're going to go ahead and use this toothpick holder. I'm going to set it where there's not glue over here, and I just shoved my hand in the glue. Awesome. Be careful not to do what I just did. And I'm going to go ahead and spread that back out since I run my hand through it. Alright, so we'll just set it out just like that. Yep. So that. There we go. And that right there should conclude everything. We're just going to let it dry. So basically, now that we have everything here, we're just going to go ahead and let it dry out. And as you can see, like I said before, we have the goop on there. I didn't layer it like super thick, but it's definitely going to help, especially right here in the front where that part, as you can see right there, you can still barely see it where it was cracked. But once it's all said and done, it's going to be a lot stronger than it ever was. So if you guys have any questions on how to do this or anything like that, I've been looking on the internet trying to find some videos of this done. Couldn't find anything, so if you guys need some help or anything, let me know. Catch you later.